Check, check. Check, check. Turning me down. Turning the game down. Good morning, good morning, good morning. 'Tuesday and Thursday, 8 a.m. sharp. Is that what we look like? Spark you a blunt bowl or even a carta. Womp, womp, womp. I'm moving up, moving out, moving on, moving up, moving out. Move me right to the top. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Move me right to the top. Welcome back to another episode of Wake Bake with BeMo. Yeah. Good morning, good people. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Have a few things we definitely want to talk about this morning. You got to move this all the way over because your hand is in the shot. A few things we want to talk about this morning. Few things we got coming up. Uh, One, I want to welcome first time. I want to welcome all of my new guests over on the YouTube platform. This is our first day. That joint is crooked. We are on a slant. Check the legs. Wow, we are like on a slant. It's worse. Make sure all the legs are extended. Now you can see it leaning. Nope. Like it. No. It's, can you not see it leaning towards you? Well, maybe de-extend one. Can you not see? Turn the camera more this way. It's okay. Let's just leave it. Let's just leave well enough alone. Good morning. I don't think we have anybody watching. I don't think anybody's here. Nope. I don't want to do this right now. I don't want to do this no more. It's 8:40. I miss Instagram already. Well, um, we had some very interesting things we want to talk about this morning. It took us a while to get set up. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not really in the mood no more. I'm not loving the angle. Uh, so many things keep popping up on my screen. I don't know what the fuck they talking about. It's saying we have one viewer. I don't know what to do, sweetheart. I know what we can do. Supposed to leave. You are strangely quiet. Hmm? I don't know. I might just be projecting an issue on you. But you're just quiet. Just sound like you've been quiet since yesterday. What's up? Hmm? Oh. What's on your mind? That's just us. It's just you and I here. Is this dirty magazine going to destroy our relationship? What about it's going to destroy our relationship? Well, it's just you and me. Let's talk about it. Do you feel like your do you feel like your I don't I don't understand what that means. I'm not even gonna ask probing questions. Just talk more. What? I asked you if you felt disrespected, if you felt minimized, if you felt like what I was doing to you was inappropriate. I like flat out asked you. I did tell you that. I told you that before we left that this was a meeting of three partners. And the point of you being there was security in our relationship so you didn't feel like what I was doing was fraudulent.
said it, and like I don't know, I just felt like you were blatantly ignoring it. So
I was,
I,
and I told you that. This is why I don't like working in front of you. Like this specific reason. And it's not a blame thing. It's not a thing of like I'm upset with you, but it's a thing of like I know this already.
my question is why? Like,
Why what? If I'm starting a project with two other people, I asked you to come for a very specific reason. You could have said no. I'm What frustrates me in this moment right now is that like I saw this coming. I knew this was going to happen. And I said it to you. I expressed it. I communicated it.
I mean, I didn't think it was gonna happen like that. I thought it was literally y'all gonna have a meeting, but like,
We did have a meeting. I'm confused, sweetheart. That's all.
well, because I even asked you like, why do you even have to address me to them? Like, why can't I just be here without you saying anything?
Because that's weird. You think it would have been better if you just sat there and didn't talk without introduction, without reasoning why?
It's not.
Well, then talk to me, communicate with me, express yourself. Because I thought I did.
I'm. My thing is like the way you said it. Like, I'm not. I don't have a problem with what you said. It's just the way you said it.
How did I say it?
I don't remember your exact words, but you were just like, oh, she like. I don't remember your exact words.
I said something to the effect if there's anybody watching right now. Yesterday we had the initial meeting for first project under BeMo Publishing, which is the Dirty Magazine. Title still working. First meeting of the partners, me and two other people. I asked Emani before we left that I thought it'd be weird. It seemed like a weird thing to do to go to a meeting at 8:30 at night and talk about pornography. So I invited her to join me on the first one so that she knew everything was on the up and up. So now the issue in this moment is while in this meeting, I addressed our partners, Andy Money, and said something to the effect of, um, "The lady of the house, Imani, is here with us tonight because, for the safety and sanctity of our relationship. I didn't want her to think any nefarious activity was happening while we were discussing porn, 8:30 at night. She is not a partner in this situation. Just wanted to be transparent about what's going on." And you have taken, although I said that same thing to you before they walked in and asked you,
Because you said something else when they were actually there, which is why I was like, okay, that was kind of weird for you to say. But
what did I say
I
else?
don't remember your exact words, but it was something else, like in addition to that.
What?
I don't remember.
Okay, if you don't remember, then what is offensive about it then? Explain to me the energy. Explain to me something. Something other than I don't know.
Because you were like, oh, she's not about to say anything, or like what she said doesn't matter. Like basically that was the insinuation.
Well, I'm sorry to say it, sweetheart, but it didn't.
But that's my point. Like it never matters. There's never a role for me.
In my business or in my life? Because there's an obvious role for you in my life. There's a role for you on the show. What role do you want? Do you want it to be the fourth partner in that meeting?
No.
I am of confusion in this moment. I feel like I communicated this very thoroughly of what was going to happen,
My issue
and
ain't so
was
much as that. It's literally like
and I knew it was going to be strange. Hence why I was so delicate and so transparent about the communication of what was happening. I knew it was going to be weird. It was going to be weird just you being there. But I feel like the way that you're talking, this is not like an isolated situation. This is not an isolated feeling where you feel like you have no role in my life. So then what role do you want? In what ways could I be more partnered with you?
I mean like I just feel like there's situations where you're looking for somebody to do something that I already know how to do, and I'm like, okay, you see me like looking for an opportunity to do something, and
You want to be
my
honest
stuff
with
gets
you?
overlooked all the time.
You want to be honest with you? You have a hard time following through. And I don't want to like I don't want to micromanage you. I don't want to overbear you, but like I've given you responsibilities. I've given you things that you can do. I've given you ways that you can grow and opportunities that you can take advantage of, but they sit by the wayside. So yeah, I hire out because it gets done. And I'm not finna. I don't think that's healthy for our relationship. For me to bear down on your responsibilities from my career, I'm still waiting on that second order of cards.
Well, I'll make them. Like I didn't know you were,
It was a day project, and now we're on day 6.
but I made what you asked for in that day. So
Yeah, and I also asked for something else.
okay, that's fine.
Where is it?
They're over there. I just have to press them.
The ones with the pinstripes?
All right.
I'm not trying to be your boss. There ain't nobody watching. I don't know what we're supposed to do in this situation. Can I ask you another question? It's gonna make you mad. But can I ask you a question? What are your projects that you bring me in on?
You don't seem like you want to be involved.
Have you asked?
Yes, and you seem uninterested. And you usually just say, I don't know, just do whatever. Like you really give a lackadaisical response that says, I don't care. So,
I remember having that conversation. I think that's something of a former era because we definitely talked about how I could be of help, I could be of service, how you can include me in situations, but you still haven't. And I'm not saying that to be petty. I'm saying that to say that like it goes both ways.
and the reason I haven't is because you haven't. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's not, I'm doing it to be petty either, but it's like, why would I?
You just said you don't do it because I haven't done it. That's not
Not,
petty.
not directly because you haven't done it, but it's like, why would I involve you in something that you're not interested in?
Your partner, I don't really care. Interest is tertiary at best. And we've had the conversation about interest and the way that I show up for you. We had the conversation like 6, 7 months ago. I feel like that's an old thing to lean on.
I'm not
I've asked you a question why you don't involve me in the things that you're doing. 6, 7 months ago, that was an answer.
And it's
What you
the
just
same
given.
answer.
You haven't asked me in 6, 7 months. I can tell you that. I can tell you that as a fact. I smoke weed every day. You haven't asked me for business advice once since we've had that conversation. I've watched you come up with productivity hacks. I've watched you do different note-taking activities. I've seen you improve upon yourself in several different ways. You ain't asked me shit. Again, this is not a complaint. It's simply an observation. You want to talk business? You want to talk about opportunities within a growing empire? We could talk about that. But we got to show up. And I feel like that has nothing to do with the creation of a magazine that started yesterday. And again, I think the thing that's frustrating me the most now, what's up, Yash? Good morning. The thing that's frustrating me the most now is I feel like I communicated all of this transparently and honestly, and even admitted how awkward I felt about it. Invited you to the situation. What else was I supposed to do? What else could I have done? What do you want? Because it seems like these projects interest you. Is there something that you want? Sweetheart, I'm seriously asking you. You say that I have opportunities that I don't ask you first. Okay, cool. Let's be nepotistic about it. What do you want?
I just want to be involved, but like,
How? You have to name it. I don't know will not work. I don't know will keep you on the sidelines. What do you want?
you already have people that cover all the roles that you want.
What do you want? I will fire them now. What do you want?
Can I have some time to think about it?
No, because you've seen it. You see what I'm doing. You live in it. You just addressed that I have people covering it. So what do you want? What role do you want to play? That's how we started this conversation. We are confused about, you said that you were confused about your role or you didn't know what your role was. What role do you want? If we are who we say we are, if we are the builders of opportunity and the architects of culture, then there is no protocol for how to fit you in. Name it. On Instagram, I would feel weird about dead space, but I feel like on YouTube, it's a little more leniency for long times. So I'll give you time. But that is a serious question. If we are who we say we are, and we can create opportunities at any time, out of anything,
Yeah, I don't know if it's already done, but the like the whole isn't it like a network or something with the tapes,
what about it?
the website?
Oh, it's too late.
Right, exactly. So I don't want to be on the Dirty Magazine.
It's too late because I already paid the girl to build it.
And I remember during that conversation that you had with her, I built like a mock website for you to look at, which is what I mean. I feel like I'm always overlooked.
You don't have the skill that she has.
But all the questions that you were asking her, I knew the answers to, and she didn't.
That's fine. You will. You hold on. Say hold on. You can build a website outside of Wix, outside of WordPress.
I've done it before.
You can simulate something that looks like Spotify because I already have that.
Okay.
You can.
Yes, I was actually making not a social network, but something similar to that.
Because what I seen, what you showed me that day was not it. That is like a WordPress site. It was like an audio blog.
Oh, okay. I can only show you that I could put music onto the site. I wasn't trying to show you this is what the layout's gonna be.
So what happens if you can't do something?
You can't do it. People that you work with tell you they can't do something right.
No,
Okay.
they don't.
She told you she couldn't do it and needed time to figure it out.
That's not what she said at all. And stop ear hustling. What? Not about putting music on a site. About how to do live edits on a site. Sure. You not. You have the capacity to do great things. The people say they can't hear you. Say something real fast.
Hello.
Say more.
Testing. Hello. Testing. Testing. Hello. Can you hear me?
No. One more time.
Testing. Testing. Hello. Hello.
Oh, that's not good. Oh man, that's not good at all. Your mic broke. Keep talking.
Hello. Testing. Hello. 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 Testing. 1, 2, 3. Testing.
I guess that works. Check, check. Check, check. Check, check. All right, bet. There we go. Uh, Good morning to those who are. Oh, good morning, Q. Uh, Good morning to those who are just joining us. Right now, we're having a very tense conversation about. It sounds like roles in a relationship, but they don't sound like relationship roles. This sound like entrepreneur problems. Am I right or wrong?
Yeah.
Where does one's significant other fit into the significant other's business? I just got to speak frankly. I got to. I have to. I have to. Because this is, I feel like the person that's speaking to you now is the businessman. I feel like it's a little, it's a little strange that, maybe not strange. I feel like I have to be careful with my words. Because I don't want to offend my love, but at the same time, I want to be honest. I have tried to entrust you with things before that you can own, take advantage of, grow independently. But I feel like, and correct me if I'm wrong, I feel like when I give you those opportunities, they fall short of my expectations. They fall short of your expectations. They go dry, inconsistent. They don't grow. They don't evolve. That's my perception.
So what about the YouTube?
What about it?
Okay.
No, I'm serious
No,
question. What
I'm
about it?
talking about the camera.
Oh, 7 second delay. What about the YouTube?
You asked me to do it. Am I not?
You want my honest answer?
So,
No.
so what more do you want me to do?
In Okay. If I contracted a firm to take over and do my YouTube, the only thing I would have to do is record the show every morning. I wouldn't have to make titles. I wouldn't have to do promo. I wouldn't have to make cuts. I wouldn't have to upload videos. I wouldn't have to remind people to upload videos. It would just be there. Here is our thing for the week. Here's my strategy on how I'm going to grow our subscribers. Here's how I'm engaging with people who are doing the same thing as you.
But
How
you,
can we practice the same things that you're doing at Creative Theory with our YouTube? Let's do a weekly meeting specific to our YouTube. Those are the things that I would expect from somebody that's like, okay, I'm going to do your YouTube. And maybe those expectations are too high because every time I look for that person, not there. And if I'm honest, and we've had this conversation, as it pertains to an editor, I don't think most people can understand my voice. What to cut, what to keep, what to read as comments, what to view as comedy, what to view as sincere. You could. And yet we have a year and a half of content. How many cuts have you made?
Didn't know you wanted me to.
Maybe that's a divide in generation. Because we've actually talked about this in creative theory. After the gift shop activation. And this is not a summary judgment of either individual. But there are people who come from an era who did and then apologized if it was wrong. There seems to be a new era where there's approval and then notes on the submissions. So if I'm being honest, and I feel like this is a very awkward conversation, but I have to be honest with you because I love you. I've tried to give you projects in the past. It is then hard for me, like not as a businessman, it is hard for me as the man in your life, watch you struggle.
I don't struggle because I can't handle it. And I don't struggle. It's just, like I told you, I have so many different projects going on that I, in the past, wasn't able to manage my time correctly because I was disorganized. But I made the schedule, which has helped me manage my time and be more organized.
So then what do we do now? I don't know, it's not an answer. Because I can't wait. Is there room for growth? Is there room for mistakes? You motherfucking right. But you've seen me hustle. You've seen me learn from nothing.
And you've seen me do the same.
So if you see an opportunity, apply that energy. You shaking your head. What's up?
Because I did, and you told me I don't know enough.
When?
The whole website thing.
Sweetheart, you don't.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. Like, what do you want me to do?
I mean, but I never
I do apply that energy, and you tell me I don't know enough.
I never asked you.
But you said still apply that energy, which means show initiative. Like, if you want something, and I did, and I do, but you tell me I don't know enough.
To that opportunity,
Okay.
it is true.
It's more than that opportunity.
Say it again.
It's more than that opportunity.
What do you mean?
We've been talking about this whole conversation.
I never asked you to that task because I didn't think you could complete that task. Not in the way that I wanted it to be done. So how would I expect you to apply energy to that if I've already contracted that out? But in the things that we've already talked about, the things that we'd agreed about, that's the energy I want you to apply that to. we were supposed to talk about moms and OnlyFans. Not moms on OnlyFans. Are two different things. So to the people who are there, to the people who have been watching, interesting thing about the YouTube is they tell you how long people have been watching concurrently.
Okay.
So the people who've been watching for the last 13 minutes, I know it might have been, I feel like it's been an awkward conversation. For them, not for us. I think it's important to, as Audre Lorde says, I have come to believe that what is important to me must be spoken out loud. Even at the fear of abuse and misunderstanding. The Migo said, there ain't nothing but a little bit of straightening. You want to get to some clarity, I say you got to say it out loud. That's what I say. I will also say, if I have done the work of minimizing you, of marginalizing you, look at me. I'm sorry. That's not my intention. There is room for growth here. Concurrently, time is violent. And I had Popeyes the other day. So you know we're not living long over here. Ain't no 90-year-olds eating Popeyes. What are your thoughts?
That's not it. That's not it. That's not it.
It's getting worse. What'd you say?
That's not it.
What's not it?
The divorce conversation.
That's not the divorce conversation?
No. It's that plus the divorce conversation. Like, we didn't really get to...
The divorce part?
Yeah, like, I have something I want to say.
Do you remember the beginning of that conversation?
It just dawned on you that I could divorce you.
Yeah.
And I'm saying, okay, my thing is, like, I feel like you don't see me as my own person.
Wow.
So it's like that first conversation on top of...
I don't see you as your own person. I tell you what, that is that's a great way to look at what I just said. What I was thinking was like, divorce is not amicable. Like, we don't have to come to an agreement.
True. Okay.
But talk more about how I don't see you as your own person, because I feel like, although the intention of what I just said, of that statement, isn't to devoid you of your own actions, I feel like that's the last straw on said camel's back and not the initiation of a thought.
Yeah.
Talk to me. I thought you was finna throw up.
I felt like it. That was weird.
Sheesh.
it's weird because I feel like you're assisting a lot of times.
My assistant. What an interesting combination of conversations.
Yeah.
I'm suspecting I'm suspecting a larger issue.
What's up?
I don't know, but it's interesting that you just told me you feel like you're my assistant sometimes, and we just finished a conversation about giving you more opportunities. So it's not which is it? It's how do we do both? How do we eliminate assistanceness? How do we eliminate the assistant part? Independence. Is there something you can get from me so that you can and operate independently? Are you leaving me right now?
No.
You
Wait.
sure?
Why?
I don't
Is
know.
that what? I don't know.
You feel like my assistant, but you need more opportunities. So the way to not be my assistant is to move away from that role. Either quit the job or be promoted. Right? Quit the job don't mean you're leaving me. Quit the job mean I'm not gonna play that part.
Yeah. I'm not quitting.
All right. So then it's promotion time. No?
Yeah.
Or do you want me to seed your own empire? I've been watching a lot of interest. I've been watching a lot of Billions, okay?
What's
The
up?
beginning of this conversation was, it's unfortunate, only 4 people have been here. The beginning of this conversation was, I think you said you don't know your role in this relationship.
Well, that was just a way to start the conversation.
Right, but I feel like, but we're right back at it though.
Okay.
So if it's not assistant, which is cool with me, I don't want an assistant.
Yes, you do.
Not as a wife.
Oh no.
What? If it's not assistant, if it's not that, okay, where we at with it? If it's not web designer,
I don't know what else you got going on that you do.
okay, hold on. Are we talking? Are we talking BeMo, the business, or are you talking Bryant Brown in relationship? What are we talking about right now?
What?
Because I feel like there's a very clear role in our relationship. You hold the movie tickets. And I don't mean that that's just the one thing you do. I mean that, like, you are the responsible one. Not in that all responsibility is on you, but we know better. Because I'm going to print the tickets and throw them away because I don't like receipts. And then be upset when we can't get in the movie. And choose violence. So I feel like there's a role there. Or are you saying that you don't know what your role is in our relationship either? Or you don't know what your role is in our business relationship? We're entrepreneurs, man. It's two different conversations, but it's still the same people.
Yeah. I don't think our personal relationship.
So we talking about business. Call Reed. That happens to the best of us. You gotta talk. You know, we on a show. You can't get me. You can't give me the face signals. I know what you said.
What?
You tired of talking? You said I'm tired of talking.
How you know?
Because I know you. Oh, it's all exasperation. I think it's been a valuable conversation.
Yeah.
Again, it's not my intention is not to minimize you.
Okay.
At the end of the day, you're still getting 50% anyway. What? Oh, I've been told you that. That makes sense to me.
Okay.
That don't make sense to you?
Yeah. I was
I
here.
mean, like, precisely. 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 You got a burning question for the roach?
No.
Yes, you do. You got to.
No.
It's our first day on YouTube. And what an interesting day it must have been. Man, I wish we had a random person that was on here that we didn't know. They'd be like, what the fuck is going on? Well, I don't even know if we can upload this. I don't even know if we can, like...
Is it too long?
No, it's not too long. Your mic was fucked up for the first, like...
First like half?
Yeah. Oh, Empress joined. Hey, Empress.
Hey,
Good morning.
Good morning.
Oh, what an episode you've missed.
I'm tired.
It was one of the relationship episodes. You know, sometimes we have theory episodes, right? Sometimes we have like show episodes. Sometimes we have hot topic episodes, like punk ass Cosby. But today was a relationship episode.
Okay. Why are you?
Why am I smiling?
Yeah.
I like communicating with you. Communicating with you is fun. Oh wow, these comments come quick. That's kind of crazy. I love it though. No, I need a burn question for
I'm
a roast.
thinking.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I have a burning question for you.
You want to go first?
No.
Okay. Are you satisfied with your role in this? Okay. I don't know. In this. Okay. Well, in either relationship, I guess.
In our business relationship?
Sure.
No.
Okay.
It's so hard to hurt you. It is.
Okay.
It's so hard. And it makes me want to be like, it makes me want to be another person momentarily. It makes me want to be like, oh, if I could like, oh, if I was like suave, like what's his name, then like maybe I could get this point across, right? Or maybe if I was like, boy, if I was more like poetic, like Q, I could like use stanzas to to describe my sentiment.
I'm not hurt. I
You
don't.
look hurt.
I know. I know. That's why it's frustrating. I don't know how to describe the emotion I feel. I'm not. It's just what my body does.
You never asked that question, did you?
That was my question.
What was the question?
Are you
Yep.
satisfied with
Oh, the rolling.
in either relationship? Oh,
Okay. I as far as business wise, I don't know what that's gonna look like for us. Like I still would try. I think the beautiful thing is we're still trying to figure out what it's gonna be. And there are a lot of routes we could take. We could be consummate business partners. We could be consummate life partners. I've seen that work out. We could be life partners and individual partners. We could be contracted out to each other. I don't know. And I think that one of the fun part of our relationships, top five, outside of top five, is how we end up growing business wise together because we are two sharp entrepreneurial minds. So I don't know. I would like I don't know what I like. But in our personal roles, sometimes I feel like I fall short. I feel like I do a lot of work, but not a lot of work, if that makes sense.
what's the other work?
Like I do a lot of like business work.
Yeah.
I feel like I be coming home just tired. Whoa out. What happened to BeMo?
You working long hours?
Yesterday was another 15.
You said yesterday?
Yeah. I have a shit. I got a design meeting tonight. Podcast meeting throughout the day. Ooh, Lord. Look, first day of YouTube, we've been on an hour and some change. We've had 17 minutes and 47 seconds of consecutive watch time. 6 concurrent reviewers at the moment. 14 in total. A little drop off from our Instagram situation, but I believe that this is a brief drop off. I had not thought about, though, I had not thought about how this is going to look in clips, though. I think it just had to be that side. You know what I mean? I just have to put it in a narrow frame. You know what I mean?
Like, cut the sides off?
Yeah. I wonder what that'll look like as far as quality wise. How we look, though? I know on the TV look a little... I hate this TV.
Yeah.
How we look on the iPad?
It's clear, right? Or my eyes.
Yeah, it's all right. I got to make the...
You want it sharper?
Huh? Can it get sharper? It's no, well, I can tell by the Bridge Podcast Network thing.
True.
Yeah, I mean, it look a little...
It's a little on here, too.
A little fuzzy up there. It's fuzzy up there, too?
A little bit, yeah.
Well, it's not the logo, so we'll figure out that. But we're going to keep growing. I remember on Instagram, we used to have like 1 or 2 people watching. And one of them was Lauren. It'd be Lauren and who was the early watcher that stopped fucking with us?
What's his name used to watch? Mo? Mo Knows Detox?
Mo Knows used to watch. I feel like it's somebody like I'm missing somebody. Like, oh, where the fuck you been? Still used to be on heavy early. Anyway, y'all, we want to thank y'all for watching. BeMo. Ooh, yeah. We'll be right back here on Thursday, YouTube, live, 8 a.m.-ish. We're going to be closer to the 8 o'clock on Thursday, I think. Still trying to get our workflow together, y'all. Still trying to get it together. But I do believe that this will be a net positive. I do believe that we'll start generating more audiences. You can share this YouTube with your people. It'll be directly uploaded to YouTube as it used to do back in Instagram days when we just uploaded directly to Instagram. But, come back and watch. Today was a... I liked it. And I like you. I'm looking at you, sweetheart. I like y'all. I like her better, though. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I mean.
Yeah, I mean. I mean. That's what you just... On Thursday, we have to talk about...
Moms and...
We have to talk about Moms on Blanc, which brought me to tears, and this whole mommy podcast I'm producing. We got to talk about OnlyFans, which is... If you called it cultural studies, what OnlyFans is getting ready to do is a guaranteed failure.
Yeah.
Guaranteed failure. And we also have to talk about how I read my first article that was written in full Ebonics. It's like fully, like, I.
Oh, wow.
Like the third paragraph started with, I, so boom.
Nice.
Was it? Let's find out on Thursday on Who You Make We Be Mo. Yeah. I'll see y'all Thursday. Good morning.